the beat, living the champagne life. And Mr. Radio Man, won't you turn that up?
See, right here, single on Saturday night, you get to rub up against David Scott. Professor, he's a professor. Can you teach me something? No. Anyway, this is single on a Saturday night right here, TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ave. We do this every fourth Saturday.
We might have been single too long.
Why you
I don't know. You rubbing up on him. I'm half sitting on this one. The little y'all taking them. I don't know what's going on out here in these streets.
We have been single a while. I'm Shelly Shell Williams, Philly's Oprah, and hey, let's just go with that. You know what I mean? That's what I do. That's it. That's all I got. How about you?
Mr. PDQ, author of Fear of Becoming a Man, and I'm single
Today.
Boom.
Boom.
Patrice Bailey, MMA Model Management, and I am single.
Government single. Doesn't government single sound good? When you follow Danielle.
Government single. I like that.
Does a government single sound good?
Okay.
Government
single.
All right, so I'm Dr. Dave, CEO of Diamonds in the Rough Consulting, known as the Soulmate Specialist, and I'm gonna change up my response this show.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Look, everybody ready? I'm single and waiting on God's promise.
Oh, I like that.
I do mine's over.
You only get one shot, one opportunity. Didn't Eminem tell you that? So, I don't know. Yeah, because y'all know I'm a gangster rapper in my other life.
Yes.
But right now, I'm Danielle for Judge. I am Danielle Patterson. I am single, never married, dating. But apparently, Troy told me that he man enough to handle all of this right here.
Oh, that's what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, have we been single too long? Who knows? Are we waiting for the Lord to put a ring on it?
No,
Not all of us.
no.
Not all of us. However, we have two actors from the movie Lord Put a Ring on It. It was originally a book, and I actually read the book. Yes. So yes, Lord Put a Ring. We have Troy Latham and Tyrone. Once again, I only know his first name, Tyrone. So they are actors in the movie Lord Put a Ring on It. Tell us about the movie Lord Put a Ring on and your roles in the movie, Tyrone, that I don't know your last name.
Well, let me start off with saying my full name for y'all.
Thank you.
It's Tyrone Reeves. I played the role of Blake in the movie, and I'm married in the movie, but you know, there's some turmoil within my marriage, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'll touch on it a little bit without giving y'all too much, but I'll leave it at that for right now.
And my name is Troy Latham, and I play the restaurant owner too.
And I can't hear you. I mean, it'll be sexy later, but right now.
But I play the restaurant owner in the movie. But without giving out too many details, just know he's a very successful man. And as well.
But you're playing a successful man, are
yes,
you? Okay, got it.
Yes. I don't want to give too many details.
But you have to tell us a little bit. I know the title is Lord Put a Ring on It. Tell us a little bit about the movie.
Okay, well, basically it's about a lot of complications that go through relationships that a lot of people can relate to. And basically, it's going to be a lot of up and downs. Like I said, I want y'all to see the movie, so I don't want to give out too much. And we'll also...
Did Lord put the ring on it? Say no.
Yes. You want to say the ring?
So pretty much we're dealing with different situations within relationships. There's Blake and his wife. There is Brian and Brandy. They are a blended family. She has kids from a previous relationship. There's him, but he doesn't really come in until later, without saying too much. You know, spoiler alert. But
Side John.
So pretty much it teaches you how to deal with certain situations within your relationship. And it's a faith-based movie. Mm-hmm. So whether you believe, whether you don't, it's still something for everybody. You know, there's moments that'll make you cry, there's moments that'll make you laugh. We had a lot of fun making it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it's a lot of.
It traveled to a lot of markets. Did the two of you travel with the movie when it went to the other markets?
Yes. So right now we're finishing up a tour. We've been to Atlanta, Delaware, St. Thomas, Massachusetts. So we're still going. Next one is going to be Baltimore, and then after that we're going to release it on streaming services, Netflix, Amazon, and then we are working on some other projects that are in line with the movie as well. So we got some big things going on with the movie.
So you said it started as a book, Shelley. Who wrote the book?
They about to tell you. Bro.
So our writer slash director slash author slash mom slash manager.
Mom. Oh, there you go.
Her name is Dr. Tiki Collins. She couldn't be here today, so she sent us to represent for her. But she is the author, and she also directed and wrote the movie as well.
That's what's up. Absolutely. So Lord Put a Ring on It. It will be coming streaming soon, but it's been all around the world. And that's what. Lord Put a Ring on. We were just talking about we're still not finished with the last topic, which was, do you want to live together? Do you think you should live together? Or do you want a ring? Do you want Lord to put a ring on it? So I think David, Dr. Dave, weren't you getting ready to ask Mara something? And then you have to finish your last thoughts?
Yeah, no, I gave the mic, but from last week on the show, I wanted to ask, so if it's not fear is not a component of those who might, or for you, right? For you, if fear wasn't a component in being, living with someone or shacking up, then what's the difference for you from marriage and living with somebody? Because it's either way, it's supposed to be a committed relationship. So I just want to hear from you what the difference between the two are.
A contract. And I don't necessarily want to be contractually tied to someone or have a ring on my finger. And at the end of the day, neither guarantees a happy marriage.
So in my opinion, I have two members of the Diamonds in the Rough family up here today. Mr. PDQ is in the Diamonds in the Rough Business Network, and Shelly Shell, our very own Shelly Shell, is in the Diamonds in the Rough Network. Now, these are friends of mine. I love these people, but we have a contract, right? The contract doesn't mean anything because we're cool, we're peoples, but legally, we're just legally adding an extra level of commitment. It doesn't change the fact that they wouldn't screw me over, I wouldn't screw them over, but the contract, right, solidifies if in fact I lose my mind or they lose their mind, the contract legally binds us, period. So if it's just a contract, it shouldn't matter if the commitment and the trust and the level of intimacy and love and all of those things are really there, then the contract shouldn't matter, so why not get it?
You can have all of that without having a contract. The difference would be you would be tied up in court and I wouldn't.
But I wouldn't be tied up in court because I trust these people.
It doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
But if that's the case, then no one would get divorced.
What about purpose?
The trust doesn't.
True. The big thing is about purpose. What is your purpose for shacking? What's your purpose for getting married? That if there's a purpose that's back behind it in supporting why you're shacking up, or a purpose of why you're shacking up to get married, both people should be in tune, in line to what the purpose is. If it's just like Danielle talked earlier, well, I'm over here all the time, or since we're together, we might as well, that people have a misconception of what it's supposed to be. Are you living together just for purpose of moving somewhere else, or is it convenience and it's just easy to manage our relationship that way? What are people shacking up for?
But here's what we're not saying, right? So first of all, anytime you put a negative connotation on anything, it's always going to be perceived as negative. So when you say shacking up, you know what I'm saying? I'm grown. I ain't shacking up with nobody. It's a choice I made, so I decided to do it, right? But the difference here is communication. Communication is the key, whether it's a marriage, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, whether it's son, daughter, mother, daughter, son, mother, father, whatever. You have to have communication, and in that communication, you set expectations. And when expectations are set, then there's always an understanding of where we're going, what we're doing, and how we're mapping this out. But if we go in here willy-nilly and say, oh, we're just going to live together, or whatever the case, even a regular relationship, if I meet a woman, I'm telling her what my expectations are and where I look to be and what I'm trying to do, whether she want to be involved with that or not. I'm not just going to say, well, now we dating. Plus, I'm allergic to it. But still, you know what I'm saying?
We're going to go to a break right here. Single on a Saturday night. Thank you to Doc Smitty, Groove Boy Entertainment. Go to Facebook. Check out Groove Boy Entertainment. Matter of fact, you can see all the pictures from every one of the Single on a Saturday nights on his page. Thank you to AlvinaStyles.com. She gave me the bling. See my earrings? Okay. Yeah, I'm blinging. And Rashina Stewart of Exquisite Hair Design, check her out. We are thankful to everyone who helps us put the show together. Let's go to a break.
I felt like Cinderella.
I said, that's fiction. I dropped my hat and ran.
The whole veil comes off.
A little bit X-rated. Happy birthday, Tracy!
Hit the gas and took off.
Welcome back to Single on a Saturday night. Check us out on all social media, Facebook, Single on a Saturday Night Television, YouTube, Single on a Saturday Night, and of course at Instagram on Single on a Saturday Night. Connect with us, and you can see us every fourth Saturday right here, TGI Fridays, 4000 City Ave. We are talking about living together. Some say shacking up, some say just having a contract, whatever it is. Is it your thing? It's not my thing. How about you?
Hi. Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I've been with my husband for 24 years. We started off living together.
Can you stand up so we can see you, please?
Stand up?
Yes, please. Thank you. There you go.
Hey.
Hi.
I'll show y'all my pink and gray.
All right.
So we've been together for 24 years. We've been living together we started off for 2 years. We married, and we still together. We've been married for 21, going on 22. It's 24 years since we've been together. I don't see anything wrong with it. We learned each other. I can't stand the stuff that he does, but we had to learn. And we grew together.
I mean, it works for some people, but when you lived together, was it a situation that allowed you to live together? Was it a joint decision?
It was a joint decision.
It was a joint decision.
Yes.
So you purposely went into this almost like a commitment. We're committing to move in together.
Well, when it started off, my family was jealous that I stayed over his house all the time. That's how it all started. And they was like, why won't you bring him over here? And they wanted him to move in with us. So he moved in with us. We had a 5-bedroom house. But he had a 3-bedroom house. But he decided to come on. We decided to buy our own house, and here we are.
But you made a decision. It's still a commitment.
Yes.
When you bought a house together before you got married, you had to commit to buying a home together. So that means that tied you no matter what.
We
so
was
it's still a
married
commitment.
too. We was married too.
Did y'all set an expectation when y'all got together?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Expectations. You talking about expectations?
Well, we
Shell.
was in love. You gotta remember, we were in love.
I've been in love a few times.
And we
I
had
think.
a child together. We had 5 kids together at the same time. He had 2, I had 2, and we shared 1. We was in love. So, I mean, we didn't want to leave each other. We wanted to be each other. When we came home from work, who we wanted to see? Each other. Didn't want to see nobody else. We was in commitment.
That's good. That works for you, Tamara.
Tamara.
You had something to say? You had the microphone. I thought you had something to say.
First of all, before you speak, are you in favor of living together, or should you be married first?
Whoa. I've never seen you pause or anything. What's going on?
Some of y'all may be shocked and some may not. But my thing is, there we go. Now you can hear me. At the age that the majority of us are, I say, why not? Why not? You make a commitment. You solidify what it is that you are to one another and do what you're going to do. I don't see the problem with it. First off, you can't even ask me, and I can't be judgmental because in all reality, yes, for those who don't know, who's new to me, I am married, but yes, we shacked up first. And I left the state.
You made a big commitment.
Oh, yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do I say my name?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go
Okay.
ahead.
I feel that it's like how you say with the soulmate. If it's right, you will feel that it's right. It's not something that you don't supposed to up and just do it. I don't think so. But when you're talking to that person and you feel that y'all are connecting, that it's a connection, then it's like a next level. It's just we're taking it to, because a man ain't just gonna let you move in. Evidently, he want the next level. So it's not that we can just say, I'm moving in, I'm coming to your, it doesn't go that way. So I feel that it's still a next level. Wherever it goes is what God is going to do. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I think we all get twisted up with if the finish line is going to be marriage or the finish line. Don't get me twisted. Before, I used to love to be married. Now it's just I want to find that person that makes me happy, that person that I can come home to, that if I had a bad day, he's there to say, baby, it's going to be all right. It's another day coming. That's what it's about. I believe that God got my back, that he's going to send whoever, and he's going to realize that I'm that one. If I'm not that one, God, you got something better for me. Okay, let's go.
Here's what
I think.
Here's what I want to say real quick. Like, we all live in glass houses at the end of the day, right? So at the end of the day, what works for you, I don't give a to what nobody else think. Whatever you think, whatever your perspective is your perspective. And what works for you, but there's no guarantee. Your formula of success, what works for you and your formula should be the pattern that you go by, not nobody else's. Because a lot of times, people be frauding, right? And their relationships don't be what they say it is. They just act like it is because they want to put on a facade. And when we walk out, we going to put this face on it, right? So at the end of the day, I don't care what your thoughts is, what your feelings is, what your religion is. What works for you is what works for you, and that's your formula. I don't care about what your formula is. I'm happy for you. You do you over here. I'm going to do me over here. Because at the end of the day, I got to answer to me. And I think that's what's all, at the end of the day, that's what it's about. So you call it whatever you want to call it. If you happy, God bless you. Simple.
All right. I agree with you. I'm piggybacking off what you said. It's the older you get, the more set in your ways. If you young, your 20s, I think it's easier to do that. To just go straight into the marriage and live with each other. But man, you 36 like I am. You used to doing things a certain way. You used to smelling your own, whatever. And you to go with a woman that has to grow on you. And I think it's really bad to just go into like she said, a contract. Legal binding contract with somebody you ain't even experienced anything. If you y'all work to each other, y'all work with each other, y'all got that together, But to date somebody you never met and then date them and then just jump to a marriage and just live with each other, that's very difficult. I would advise living with each other, experiencing each other, getting to know each other first.
When you live in the same house, that means you have to trust them with your mail, your social security number, because all that stuff comes through the mail. Yeah. All that stuff comes to your house, and I'm not gonna live with somebody until I know all of your business first. You can't live together. All your business is exposed. Everything is exposed. So
Shelly, you never ever. No, wait a minute. You never ever know anybody. Ever. You don't ever know anybody. I mean, I was with a man that I've known for 35 years, and when I started dating him and we got into a whole relationship, he was a whole different man. I was like, who are you? Really, that's how I felt about it, because things change when you're in a relationship, and things change even more when you are living together, and things change even more when you're married to them.
I go through those
because
steps.
people are changing.
And then that statement you just made makes me feel like that you're not sure what it is exactly that you want.
Oh, I'm not in a relationship. I know what I want.
No,
I want God to give me the man.
But you know what? That's a wrong statement within itself.
But
right
no. But that's why
I encourage. God to do.
Exactly.
If he's waiting on God's promise, why can't I make for God's promise? I know what I want now. I know that I don't want to repeat any steps from prior. And I've lived together. I've done the engagement. I've done it. I'm not going to repeat. What I want right now is God's, like he said, God's promise. I want whatever God
promise. Everything else you just said wouldn't even come out.
But listen.
But I'm not going to live. My goal is not to live with them.
Most people.
God's promise doesn't come with me living with him, because that's not how God would do it for me. He might do it for somebody else. He's not going to do that for me.
But you know what, Shelley? I have a question really quick, because you were talking about trust. Have you ever seen the show Who the Bleep Have I Married? Or Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Have you ever seen that show? You never know who you were married to. I'm serious.
I've never seen. I actually stay away from all those shows because they might scare the mess out of me. Let's go to a break. Group Doc Smitty is winding up. I felt like he was about to propel his way out of here.
I got some stuff to drop on.
I love you, but I'm done.
Hey everybody, my name is Sheena. I'm the creator of the Harry Situation app. If you don't have it, download it now. You may be having a hair situation, and I can help you with that. I provide helpful tips on how to maintain the proper cause and how to purchase the perfect hair for you. So get the app, Hair Situation, on your Google Play or your iTunes store. Hair Situation, download it now.
All right, so we're back, Single on Saturday Night. So my comment that I wanted to leave off this segment of the show for is people change. Their understanding changes. Their awareness changes. They become more developed. They grow. Their perspectives change, right? Their perception changes. And because all of those changes can occur, you shouldn't go just off of your own understanding, because your own understanding is based on whatever level you have at that time. So once you change, what happens? Your perspective on the person changes. Your perspective on your decisions with that person or for that person changes. All of those things change, and we're supposed to change. If you're not changing, you're not growing. If you're not growing, you're still a kid. Real talk. You might be an adult. Physically, you might be an adult age-wise, but most people are developmentally children. Real talk. So, because that is the case, you should not lean on your own childlike developmental places that you're at. You should rely on a higher source that knows more than you know at the current time of your understanding. So, although my perspective might be that this floor is made of cinder block, that might work. That might work for me for the time, until I realize that this isn't cinder block. And if this is something that can't hold my weight and I fall through, then what? I fell, right? So the whole thing is, although I agree, all you have at the time, if you don't believe in anything higher, all you have at the time is your perspective. So rock with that, because that's all you got. But if you believe in something more, then you rely on something more, because all you got is really minuscule compared to what's out there. And that's my word.
I
That's what I'm talking
agree on certain things that you say. I've heard everybody sit up here and talk. Marriage is important. It's supposed to be, within the Bible, but it's individual. Don't hate me if I want a man that sister want to shag up. Give it to me. It's over. Don't hate me if I'm looking for marriage. You have to pick the individual that want what you want, and that's just it. There's no right or wrong in this. I'm okay. Been there, done that. Most people who's never been married, pushing for it because they feel like they miss it. I was raised that you should be married. You should this. That was me. The picket fence. I put all the things I want aside because I thought I was supposed to have a husband and kids and all of that. I've been there, did that. Now I look at things differently. Hell with it. Long as everything else is good, I don't have a problem with it. So
But you know what?
Individual basis of how you value yourself, what you want, and I'm not going to judge anybody who want anything different. And that's the end of the story. You want that, I want this.
But you know what it is? As I've listened to everybody, it is the judgment comes for the people who say that they're fine with shacking up. The judgment comes for the people who say they don't want to get married.
They the only ones that got to deal with it.
No, but all I'm saying is I'm just giving that wrap up perspective on what I see and what I hear, and it's not just this show, and it's not just the shows. It's also in general conversation in life. Be a woman around women and say, I don't know how I feel about marriage, and you have officially become the pariah of that conversation. Be a woman and say, you know what? I'ma just bang real quick, and then he can, go home. Then you about to be the pariah of that conversation. And that is because people going to come at you throwing their Bible that tells you not to judge, but they're going to be slapping you with their Bible, judging you. Or it's because we're still falling back on values that our parents had. And I'm not saying those are not the wrong values or the right values. I am saying that times change and people change. I mean, that's really great. If I was going to get married when I was 19, then maybe I would have seen things a lot different. I knew that marriage was never going to come for me before 35. I knew that because I was trying to be Dr. Danielle Patterson, Esquire. And I knew that wasn't going to happen until at least 28. That was it. So, so that's where I was with that. I wasn't looking at no man because I wanted to marry him. I was looking at a man because I wanted to have fun. Okay, you look good, I look good, let's go look good together. That was all I was looking for. And so I recognize that I changed and I grew, and I may or may not want different things. And that's why I'm always honest and say, I still don't know how I feel about marriage, but I do know that I want somebody to share my life with. And then everybody always asks me, what is this life partner? I am looking for, the yang to my yin, or the yin to my yang, because I don't never know which one is the female. Right. But I am looking for that. Right. I don't, I am looking for that.
But people kill me when they think, because you don't choose to get married, doesn't mean that person doesn't value you. Doesn't mean they don't love you. Doesn't mean they don't respect you. Just because, well, he ain't married you, he must be playing. He's not playing. She's not playing. They invested in you. An investment doesn't always lead to a marriage.
Do men say to you, man, she just using you for the peen. She don't want you. Do they ever say that? Because, do men sit around and say that to other men? Because I get that from, we hear it from women all the time. Oh, he just trying to smash. He just, because I'm Dave sitting next to me now. He just trying to smash. He just smushed. Because there's apparently a past tense. But, and it's really, when they talk about the battle of the sexes, that's probably the biggest divide. is that men just going about their life, just, but women, it's, we are the burden. We're carrying the burden of the relationship, the burden of what it should be, the burden of what somebody else told me it was supposed to be, the burden of what my parents said. Hey, I came up, my mom was the original feminist, and she didn't care. But my aunts were still like, oh, it's 3 o'clock, ain't nothing open but legs. But then my other aunt said, and sometimes you want your legs to be open.
So there you go.
The mic was dropped.
And right, on that note, before we go, I want to talk to, we ain't going yet. Before we go, I want to talk to Troy Latham. He was on the TV show For My Man. He played a real cruel character. So tell us about For My Man. And it's on TV One. And TV One runs things a lot, so you'll see him a lot. Tell us about For My Man on TV One.
First of all, I want to say it was an
You
honor.
can speak up, though.
First of all, I want to say it was an honor to be on that network, too, as well. But the character was basically on a true story of what happened, true crime. And basically, the kid did a lot of messed up stuff. He was robbing a lot of kids. He wanted to get money the fastest way possible he could get. And, of course, karma caught back to him and he got caught. But I guess that was basically about another relationship
going wrong.
Exactly.
That was about a girl who was going to do everything for her man, for my man. She did anything he wanted. Go rob somebody, go steal, go do whatever. She was doing whatever.
I was going to piggyback what you said. You never know who the person is until you're in that relationship.
So if you want to see it, check out TV One For My Man. It's definitely going to rerun because they do it all the time.
Episode 1, season 3.
And just to make it clear, it was a character. Don't get it confused. He played a character. He was not the person who did the crime or did the cruel things. He played a character. Troy Latham, look out for him. He's going to be in plenty of plays, plenty of movies, plenty of TV shows. We're going to look out for you. Troy Latham, thank you for coming along and being a part of it. And check him out. This is Single on a Saturday night right here at TGI Fridays. 4,000 City Ad. Thank you, Dr. Smitty. Thank you, Howard Gilliam. Thank you, Monica. Thank you, Alvina Styles. Thank you, Rashina Stewart. Thank you for everyone coming out. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Gracias. Thank you, Danielle. Danielle for judge. Danielle for judge. Remember that in May. Vote Danielle for judge. Here comes the judge.
Asia Sparks. The whole veil comes off.
I felt so good.
I'm walking down the aisle telling myself
my special day was at my home. It's popping.
So J-Line
did the gas and took off.